This is maybe a controversial opinion, but I actually love the process of printing and sticking PDF sewing patterns together. So I'm going to show you exactly how I do it to see if it will help you enjoy it a little bit more. Whenever I'm putting a pattern together, I always have a pair of paper scissors on hand, not fabric scissors, and a tape roller. This one is from the brand Tessa and it's really good because you can refill it. So recommend this one, but any old tape roller will do. The reason I use the tape rollers instead of sellotape is because if you need to iron the pattern later on, so if you fold it up to store it or anything like that, tape is more likely to melt if you need to iron it rather than just using a glue roller or a tape roller like this. So recommend using one of these. This method works best if you've got pattern pieces that have a big box around them like this. So you'll see it's got lines around each page and these tend to act as a guide to where to cut. In the pattern, it might say to cut down each of these lines entirely. You do not need to do that. That is a big old waste of time, and I'm going to show you why. So first step, instead of doing that, is to go around each corner and just chop off the corner. So instead of chopping down all of these lines, you're just chopping off the corner. You can also do this a few pages at a time. I tend to clump together like 4 or 5 pages and then just do a big chop. Just try not to chop into the corner. Once you've chopped all the corners off, we're going to be working in rows for this. So get all of your paper pieces ready for the first row. You'll then take your tape roller and tape down one side, matching up those 2 corners that we've just chopped off. Once you're happy with your first row, you just need to repeat those steps for the second row. If you've been able to accurately measure up those corners up until this point, you should then be able to push the first and second row together and all of those points should meet in a cross. If it's slightly off, now's the time to make your adjustments before you get further into the pattern, and then just re-stick and glue them back down again. You can also cut off any excess paper where any important pattern markings might be covered. I hope this method helps you out, and let us know if you've got any other tips and tricks for the process.